Okie dokie. So this is an example of what not to do. It's been shared to your email. You should email it to me as well, just in case, but put a link in here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to, starting with week 1, but you'll click on the link and it will take you to this page where it says, do you want to make a copy of this? And you say, yes, I want to make a copy. And then first thing you need to do is change the name and share it back with me. So you're going to go to share. And then wait for 20 minutes while the internet catches up. And then do Brandon.Wainwright at ironmail.org. And edit access is good. That's the easiest. You could, if you gave me comment access, that's fine. But edit access is fine. And then you can say, I'm putting this into Canvas, but here it is just in case, or whatever, to send me an email. And then you push send, except I'm gonna push cancel because I don't need to share this with myself.
Wait, is this on Google Classroom, how you get to it, or Canvas?
On Canvas. So this is the Canvas assignment. Oops, this one is the Canvas assignment. This isn't the student view, this is my view. I can change it to the student view, but yeah, you click on that link you go into your assignments. So let's see, courses. It should work if I go into, where is it? There we go, assignments. I go back into assignments. Come on. Somewhere there's a switch to student view, but I'm not sure where it is. Anyway, you go into your assignments and you should see these in particular. And then there was this one for you guys, but all of my classes have this one. So you click on that and then you click on the link in it. If it noticed that I clicked. So click here to make a copy. Anyway, so we've got the copy and then you're gonna put your name, my name, and class. Portfolio template, and you can delete the rest if you want it to be shorter. Or not portfolio template, but working portfolio. And it's not a template anymore. So, and then, you know, you put your name in here and then you click down to this slide, take a picture of your workspace, and talk about any questions or concerns. Like, I have this desk, it's fine. Or I'm stuck out in the garage, so I have to bring a bucket for water and I can only work in the middle of the day because it's too cold at night or early in the morning or whatever. But what you've got for your workspace and what you've got for your schedule, this is your opportunity to share with me why I should expect less of you if your expectations in your other classes and other responsibilities are very high, why I should ask a little bit less of you. But you know, these are things to consider, and it's also a time management thing. Like, how much time do you have available? Are you using that time? And then you start with the project idea. So something you want to make, and you can dump some pictures and say from Google searching and say, oh yeah, these pictures were something I wanted to make. So, you know, like you can even go right from here and let's see, search the web. This will not give you quite as many images as doing a separate Google search, but it gives you images that are less copyrighted. It doesn't guarantee that they're free to use. So we go here and we go, you know, like, monster mug. And you're like, oh, you know, ooh, I want to do a gargoyle that's kind of like this as a mug. Ooh, or maybe like I could do something like this with the handle. Or whatever. Hopefully you spend a little more time looking. And yeah, this Google searching is not amazing. Oh, that face is better for a gargoyle though. And then you can do some other searching, dump them in there, and you're like, yeah, these are ideas. I spent 30 seconds looking up pictures. Obviously, if you spend 30 seconds, it's probably not worth writing down. But if you spent, you know, 20 minutes looking up ideas, and these are your favorites, and then you go and you get a sketch, and you know, you draw something on a piece of paper, you can go to image and use camera, and you should all have that ability on your computer, if not on your phone. And you can just like hold up your drawing, pretend this is your drawing, and go click, and then insert. However, if you do like 2 pictures, it automatically, you can see here, it's got that first one selected. So I went back and tried to do a second picture, and it just put the same one in again, but you just need to select which one you wanted to take. So I'm going to insert that. So, you know, like, here's my ideas. And this should probably be more than one slide, seeing as my pictures are all piled on top of each other. Or you can kind of crop them down, make them smaller so that they fit, and put how much time you spent and what you were working on. You know, what the idea is. I wanted to do a mug with a face, a gargoyle face, kind of like one of these two. I think I like this one better because then I don't have to worry about that. I'm not sure I'll be able to do that like lion nose very well. So I think I'm gonna do this one. Or I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna make it a picture and have it pour out of that, whatever you're gonna say. So we've got that, and then you start working on the project and you take pictures of it, even if it means you just hold it up in front of the thing, or in another video I've showed how to do this all on your phone. Then once you've got that, you're gonna go back into Canvas, and this first one, that's all you need, your ideas and your workspace and your schedule. So a sketch or an idea of what you want to work on. And so somewhere there's a student view, and I can't remember where that is. I don't know. If I just go back to here, maybe it's, yeah, there it is, student view. Come on, student view. It's thinking about it. Okay, so here I've got the student view, and overdue assignments are these ones, and then upcoming assignments are these, undated assignments are these, and then past assignments, these ones are closed. So the overdue are the ones you need to worry about. If they're closed down here, don't worry about those. Undated assignments, check those, but all that should be in there under undated are the assignments that it's like an idea of something you might do. This was in there from before, and you know, like the Dr. Seuss house is one of your projects, but you don't submit it there. You submit it in here if you're working on it. So overdue assignments, I will still accept. The point of having you submit once a week is primarily so that and so you should be able to click there to make a copy, and now you go into submit assignment. You're going to choose your file. You can go into your Google Drive and add it that way. You can put in a text entry, website URL, and or upload a file from your thing. So if you go into text entry, you can, wow, that is the, that is a big link. I don't know if that's the right link, but you just copy and paste the link from your presentation and say, you know, here's the link, and you can submit it that way. If you submit it that way, when I go to grade it, I'm going to go in here and I will like click on an image and make a comment. You know, there's nothing here. Comment. If you submit it by going to Google Drive and selecting it, this tool is not available while masquerading. But if you go to Google Drive and submit it, there's, so this one, I will see it like this, and I will add my comments down in here and submit those comments down in here so that you'll see that. And this is what it'll look like to me. So I will make comments in the comment box on Canvas. If you submit the file into Canvas, if you submit it as just a link, I'll make the comments on the actual document. The plus side of submitting this way is that, you know, like the whole thing goes into Canvas. The downside is if you submit the week early and then you're editing it as you go, it won't show me the edits. It freezes it for that week. That's also a benefit if you want to, because the idea is that you're using the same document for all of them. You keep adding slides. For each time you work on stuff, you add more and more slides, but you don't need to make a new document. You don't need to share a new document with me. You don't have 12 copies of it. You just have a bunch of slides in it. So the advantage and disadvantage is if you share it directly in Canvas, it saves a copy of that for me to grade of the progress when you push submit. And if you give me a link, it will be your updated version. So if I grade it halfway through week 3, then when I think that was all stuff done on week 2, then I'll think, oh, well, you did some stuff on week 2, you didn't do anything on week 3, which to a certain extent, that's not a big deal because if you do more one week and less another week, that's acceptable as long as you're kind of keeping up with things and doing what you can. So, but do submit something for each of the weeks, even if it's just you submit the same link for weeks 1, 2, and 3 all at the same time, because, you know, this week is week 3 and we're, you know, on Tuesday into it. So by the time you get this submitted, if it's Wednesday and you've done quite a bit for week 3, you do 1, 2, and 3. So, but submit them in each one, and that should work. So yeah, are there any questions? Oh yeah, one more thing that is a question I keep getting asked. When I give out those little challenges, and other things like, make art with somebody to build a connection, or it's snowing, go out and build a snowman. Post those pictures in your same slideshow and submit that again. That's where I kind of want everything, all of the stuff that you're doing, put in the same place. That way it's your working portfolio, you're making updates to it, I can comment, you can resolve the comments, make additions, and we have a document to communicate with each other about everything that you're doing. And then each week, you submitting the link again or resubmitting the thing. If you resubmit it in Canvas, then I see your new slides and whether you have responded to my comments I put in last time. If I submit the comments in Google and you just put the new one in, that means I should go and check it again because you've added slides. Otherwise, there's no way for me to really know if we just share the document with each other. There's no way for me to know when you've made any progress on it so that I should check it again. So that's the idea. And any little side thing that you do can go into there. And if something comes up and you've got a week where you don't have much of anything to do, because say you, I don't know, have to go take care of, somebody gets sick and you have to go and help take care of their kids, and so you don't have stuff, I would still hope that you're doing something. I've got a student who's in that situation and I asked her to do things with the kids. It's part of her responsibility for taking care of the kids, and like do some coloring and making puppets and playing with the puppets, being creative still, but the product is less of the point. Rather, instead, it's about making that connection and using art to influence your caregiving ability. And whatnot. So there are other ways of doing things that way. So and they would still put some selfies of them playing a game with the kids that they created, or playing with the puppets or whatever it is, and talk about what they did, put it in one of those slides. If something comes up and you're like, man, I got sick and I was just completely exhausted this week, I couldn't do anything at all, you put that in a slide and I know to take that into account and exempt that week's worth of work when I go to put it into your final grade. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. So I went and this morning I tried out this stop motion animation app. Oh, okay, so insert camera. I wonder if we go back here. And I took about 20 pictures and then, just kind of tried it out. These were little critters that my kids had made and were just kind of mushed up. So I just kind of made them. The camera came off of I was trying to adjust the camera slightly at one point and it came off of the tripod thing mount. And so I had a hard time getting it back into the right position. You can clearly see where that is. But I was trying to, zoom in a bit. But, that can be a challenge. You can change the speed of your movie. Oh, that's good to know. So where do I do that? It just told me, but it didn't really tell me. So let's see. Add images, clip. Oh, get more features.
Yeah, this is trying to sell me more things. Ooh, you can get sound effects and themes and whatever. But I'm not interested in that. It said you can change the speed. So where do I change the speed? Maybe I'll go back into that. Settings, undo, learn more, play, capture, voiceover, add images, audio credits, double tap for timeline. Huh. I don't know what I just did now. But anyway, so I played around with that. And there are a number of free apps. Of course, most of them are only half of it's free, and the other half you have to pay for. But you can just use the parts you don't have to pay for. Pick Pack here was another one that was recommended. Which apparently does time lapse as well. So I read a review on like 10 of them and downloaded a couple that were for Android. There was one that was exclusively for iPhones. And let's see, stop share. Yeah, one that was exclusively for iPhones, and I think there may have been one that was exclusively for Android, and then most worked on both. But you can try doing that and play around with, sculpting little things, doing a little Gumby episode or whatever it is that you want to do. Just something to make it more interesting. Doing the editing is more computer time, which is why I haven't really pushed this one hard, but it's still more active and fun, and you're more using your phone. Typically, you can use a webcam to do it, but typically you're more using your phone. You can also just take a bunch of pictures and then put them all together later. But yeah, so that's that's it.